Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Leal in this incarnation. So today I'm going to finish the video about the Karma Nodes. So I am going to start by talking about North Node in Leo or House 5 and South Node in Aquarius or House 11. Sorry. Let's remember that the South Node has to do with this energy. We have to purify. We don't got that energy off. We use it, we elevate it in order to get to the North Node, which is a point of very uncomfortable experiences many times because evolution is uncomfortable actually, and is to open ourselves to the unknown. These energies, we incarnate with them because we didn't experience before. So we have to integrate them. Okay. These people with North Node in Leo have to work in stop hiding themselves in groups and try to pass unnoticed between them. Maybe they have to leave behind to identify with ideas or dogmas in order to belong, to feel that they belong to something. It's important for them to follow their hearts instead of following others. And it's good for them to learn to express their shine, express their light, their gifts. They have to work with feeling comfortable in exposing themselves to a public, or exposing themselves. So exposition, it's a very, very important thing. They have to work and develop being more comfortable with being the center of the attention, for example, or try to Leo is an energy that is linked with the inner child, so they have to practice to play or connect with their inner child. This is a good job for them in order to integrate this energy. And it's important they show themselves as they are, to be authentic, to not try to attached to the structure of the groups or the people that are surrounding them, and to have their own projects, to do things alone too, to express their gifts, not always working in a team. So when we have these nodes inverse, when we have the North Node in house 11 or Aquarius, or South Node in house 5 or Leo, here these people, they have to drop the isolation, stop to isolate themselves, stop denying what they are to like others. This is very important, to not put masks to everybody have masks, because they are things that are created from our ego in order to protect ourselves from our own wounds. But it's important to work in for everybody, but more for people that have South Node in Leo, to retire these masks and show themselves as they are, to accept what they are. It's important to work in their pride and to not feel above others, to not put others below them. And although it's very common that people that is born with this South Node feel that they are different since they were kids. So it's okay to feel that, but it's important not to measure or compare with others. And it's important to not always to not accomplish requirements of others, that they focus in their own things, the things that they want. So to integrate the North Node in Aquarius, it's important to involve themselves in humanist causes, important causes, and to collaborate with the collective conscious, to do things that collaborates with that, to work in team, to work with their team. It's very important for these people to participate in things that have that doesn't have this pyramidal structure. Instead of that, it's better for them to work in things, in missions that have an equal and an equally structure, with other people. It's important for them to encourage themselves to be transgressive with systems and beliefs that they have, although if it feels something very, difficult to do, it's important for them to be transgressive, really, because transgressions comes from a place that of change. Many times we have to change the things we already know, the systems we have. We're already seeing this through all this planetary process. So these people have this mission, to be transgressive and to encourage themselves to try new things that they didn't do before. Okay, now we are going to the North Node in Virgo and South, or House 6, and South Node in Pisces, or House 12. So these people brought from another lives these things that they have to work on, letting go, sorry. So for example, victimization, it's something that people with South Node in Pisces, they have to work on. Try not to see yourself like you're the poor one. It's important to not stay in situations that aren't clear at all, to be comfortable in chaos, to leave behind, avoid talking about certain themes. And it could happen with South Node in Pisces that there are familiar secrets that everybody know but nobody talks about. So it's important to confront that, to stop the evasion of responsibilities. Escapism is a very important mechanism when people have South Node in Pisces. So it's important to not look always for someone that has to save them, and to not practice an spirituality in order to do a bypass, to not use tools, spirituality tools, to escape from reality, but to connect to reality. For example, I can go to therapies every time, open Akashic records once and again, but I am not taking responsibility and making a clear move or action in my reality to change any subject I want to change. It's important to work on the lack of healthy boundaries too. And what they came to practice here is responsibility, and be at service of others. Service here is very, very, very important. It's important to pay attention to their body and nutrition, because they have this tendency to maybe denying symptoms in their body, and they have to pay attention to them. To confront situations, to again not be comfortable with things that are not clear, and to put healthy boundaries to practice, be more pragmatic, to practice planification, to give a structure to things. This is very important for people who are integrating the North Node in Virgo. But they are born with this connection, this inner connection with spirituality. You know, they are very sensitive and intuitive people, so that's why they have to put all of this, all of these capacities in a practice way in order to use them. You know, so when the nodes are inverse and the north node is in Pisces or house 12 and the south node is in Virgo or house 6, it's important for these people to work on their irrational fears. Many times we're thinking in things that the 90% of the time doesn't happen or don't happen. And it's important to not obsess with details and planification, because many times they can self-sabotage. They can do a self-sabotage, and it's not good for in order to develop things, to let go the self-critic every time, the excessive critic of themselves. They have to work on trusting, in delegate, in letting go, in trust other people too. And they could have lessons with illnesses in order to understand the source of them, to not only cure, but you know, with the old medicine that it's only using palliatives for the body, but understanding what causes really that that illness, and work on avoid guilt, you know, to feel guilt and to stay in that negative circuit instead of taking responsibility. What they have to integrate, the energy they came to integrate is to connect with their spirituality. There are people that came here to understand invisible words and transmit to others, to explain how the 99% works. They have to practice to be more compassionate with themselves and with other people, to not be that critic, you know, and to trust universe, to trust in situations that are not, have no logic, for example, but they are feeling that that's the path, you know. That's a lesson for people with north node in Pisces. So they have to open themselves, sorry, to the universe and to things, many times without understanding the logic, you know, of that experience. So okay, people, we are done here. See you tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. Ciao, ciao.